The best part about this episode is that we don't phone it in, like usual.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hammerspace. A little bit different today. It's just me. Yeah, this one's going to be solo, I think. This game is called A Story About My Uncle. It's by the same people who made... I'm not alone. Never mind.
He's not
Jason.
alone!
Do you want to join me?
Sure.
All right, come
Grab
here.
a chair.
My headphones right here, too. All right, change plans immediately. 10 seconds into the video.
Fantastic. All of a sudden, Jason.
All of a sudden, Jason. All right.
Hi, Garret. How are you? No, it's fine.
That's cool. I mean, they're your headphones.
I guess.
Paid for 'em.
Fair enough.
All right.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, this is
Full
actually,
crew.
we might have to switch back because these are kind of short.
That's fair.
All right. So, this is a story about my uncle. It's by the same people who made Surgeon Simulator, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
This seems way better.
It's very, very different. I'm gonna start the game.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's much more serious. It's
Dad?
Aren't you sleeping yet? It's time for bed, honey.
Dad,
Alright, not
I can't
ideal.
sleep. Can you tell me a bedtime story?
It's not
All
ideal
right.
voice acting.
What do you want to hear?
Something...
It's not terrible.
Something about an adventure.
I think I know just the thing.
It's not terrible.
When
but
I was your age,
it could be better.
my biggest dream was to follow my Uncle Fred on one of his adventures around the
His
world.
name's Fred. It's an
One
average
day,
name.
He
Indeed.
disappeared.
Intense adventure.
Yeah, it really is. This
I
will
stepped into the lobby of
make
my
you feel
uncle's house.
nostalgic without
It
even
lay
knowing
just
anything
across the
about
hill
it.
from where I lived with my mother, your grandmother. She had tried to keep me from going, but I wanted to see
I'm getting
if
like
Fred was
horror game
home yet
vibe.
from his latest adventure.
Well, you will right now. We are very early on in the game, and I don't have anything. Albert
Forensic
Gale,
science.
Forensic Science, classic. My Uncle Fred reads up on his stuff. Look at this.
Guy all it.
Daddy's helmet. Oh
That's-
no. Oh, that has such a different meaning now.
Yeah.
Oh no. So this game came out in 2014.
Also, it's just a Big Daddy helmet. It's fine.
Yeah, you're right. Also, H3O, the new sports drink.
That does not. Don't drink that. Wait, what does that say?
A story about my uncle.
Nice.
Classic. I love it. Anyway, so we gotta click on
My
this.
uncle used to send me postcards from his long journeys. Greetings from Nepal, Galapagos, Kilimanjaro, the Amazon River. This was the first time he had left without a word, without sending cards.
Galapagos.
Yeah. See, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not 100% sure that the guy knew how to pronounce everything. Propane and propane accessories. Fantastic Frederick's disposal system. Oh, yeah. I forgot about the platinum bolts needed. I think that's a reference to
Ratchet and Clank?
Ratchet and Clank, yeah.
That's amazing.
There are small references in the game.
I had visited Uncle Fred's house countless of times.
Countless
but in
of
the
times.
locker, which usually was
This is
closed,
all, like,
I found
actually on
something
here.
I hadn't seen before.
Which
it was
isn't...
an adventure
It's a
suit,
detail they didn't have to
resembled
do.
the one that Fred used, but smaller in size.
Oh yeah, anyway, this is what he's talking about right now. So look at this.
Yep.
This is one of my favorite tropes in games, where you are left a steampunk-esque device
Curiosity
that
got
is
the better of me,
amazing.
and I tried it on.
I guess that's fair.
It
It's-
fit like it had been custom made for me.
Probably because it was. I'm glad I'm reaching for it.
Yeah, that zoom is a little odd.
It doesn't work with the hand.
It's breaking
My
immersion.
Ventilation. Really necessary? Alright, anyway. Let's get through here.
Also, who has doors like that in their house?
The most
Fantastic
mysterious
Frederick.
room of my uncle's house was the observatory.
Not observing
There
much.
he kept his newest experiments.
Oh,
and right now,
Twitter.
it held a pad used for disposing of garbage. Uncle
Wow.
Fred had warned me not to touch any of his things. But, as I said, I was a curious child.
You know, we like to use this
How
thing.
old is he supposed to be?
In this, I think he's like young teens. He's telling a story, remember?
Right, that's what I mean. Like, I'm kind of. He's like, I was a curious child. Like,
Well, see, his uncle used to let him use this until they lost the cat.
oh,
That's a Half-Life 2 reference for you. Oh no, I did it bad.
it's okay. It's just garbage disposal. It's just garbage disposal.
I'm not garbage. Oh.
Neat.
No. I've played enough of the original Prey to know this is bad. Oh, man.
Are we... Oh my god, the original Prey. Wait, you just jump pad out?
No, I got launched. A story about my uncle. Probably should have started a timer. I was going to do that right when you walked in.
Sorry.
You're fine. Let's go for another 10 minutes and say.
I landed with a crash, but thanks to the suit I wasn't hurt. I had no
Super
idea where the
suit.
pad had taken me, but back then, I didn't
Noodles.
care so much about where I was going, or how I would get home.
It's a
Beef
little- it's a little
goulash?
sad. Yeah.
Goulash.
Sounds delicious.
Key lime pie. Do not use if tube is swollen.
Ooh.
But yeah, here's all my uncle's trash, and I guess he just,
Launched it.
yeah.
It's a little odd. This is
a
a really
The
pretty
suit
game.
protected
Yeah, it
me from
is.
falls on the ground, but not in water. I couldn't swim with this thing on. Best be careful.
Yeah, right. Hit. So
Oh.
I've got some portal shoes going on.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Boom boom. Also, I don't know if it's the suit or just my character has mad hops. But like, look at this.
It's mad 6-foot hops.
Yeah, right.
Oh, higher than that. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
I accidentally just used something before I was supposed to. Yeah, I used the charge jump,
Oh,
which you can charge in the air, which is actually
I was
super
sure
useful.
that someone had been here before me. Someone
didn't
had
need to do
built
it that
these
time,
bridges
but
and
so-
carved these symbols, but who? Where were they now?
power leap. Instant momentum stop.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
it's a good
You
suit.
probably shouldn't just turn off the... Wait, how would you need that on a floating platform?
Yeah, well, someone did. I don't actually know what it is. So.
It's a seismograph.
Oh, well, maybe that's why. So you can try to figure out what's holding it up.
Maybe.
I couldn't 100% tell you.
I mean, I think it's more along the lines of like... It's mostly used for like earthquakes, right?
It's yeah, I mean, I would think so. Oh, for a second I was like, oh hey, never mind, it's right there. Alright, so we go over here.
How did you know Fred had been there?
Well, I found a small campsite where Fred must have slept before going further into the caves. I knew it was him because the place was littered with empty packages of his favorite hiking foods, canned soups, tube food, and instant noodles.
Tube food.
That sounds gross.
Yeah,
I
it does.
agree.
Oh, well, it's not that bad. One winter, Uncle Fred and I went hiking into the mountains, and we were surprised by a blizzard. We were stuck in a small cabin for 2 days,
Maybe not.
and all we ate was tube food and cold canned goulash as well. Your
Ugh.
grandmother was worried
That
sick,
sounds fake.
but I thought it was all very exciting.
Oh wait. Oh,
Okay, this guy's a little creepy.
Well, it's fine. I think it's fine.
I think it's fine as well. It's just a little disturbing, I guess.
Okay. It's honestly, I think it's just the voice acting.
That's fair.
Like, I didn't realize the first time I played through. I don't know if I didn't have the sound down or what, but like, it's a lot more charming than it seems, especially at first.
I mean, it doesn't seem like threatening or anything like that.
No, it's not creepy. It's just like maybe I won't leave my child alone, the fat man sort of vibe.
Yeah, kinda. Just a little bit too much of, yeah, Uncle Fred bad touch.
Wait, you haven't been feeling about Uncle Fred?
Well, I mean, or this guy, I guess.
I thought that's what you meant.
I mean, both.
Yeah. Well, hey, don't watch this if you have vertigo. If you get vertigo easily.
Yeah, I mean, a bit late, but yeah.
Yeah. Have you? Does this look familiar to you?
No, not really.
It doesn't.
No.
Well, because you can find this crystal in Goat Simulator.
Remember, I don't actually own Ghost
Power
Simulator.
core
I do, and we've played it, or at least you have seen me play it.
Must have been left here by
I guess I
my
don't actually know. Okay, so that's the same thing. different way.
Grappling hook.
Yeah, and this is basically the core mechanic of the game.
Oh. Oh. Oh, it's not like a swingy grappling hook. It is a
No,
go over
it's
here.
What's the name? It's
Like a
it's the
full-
hook shot.
It's
from
like
Legend of Zelda.
It's a tether.
It's yeah. Actually, tether
grappling
is probably
device
much
left
better
a
name
sort
for it.
of symbol everywhere I grappled. I noticed similar symbols already there in the cave, and I was getting more and more certain that this place was where Fred had gone.
Whee! And so, like, a good chunk of the game is just flying around and doing this nonsense. Pew! Seismograph.
This is an odd game.
Oh, no.
Oh dear. Drowned.
Yes, I would agree that it is an odd game, though.
Like, not in a bad way. It's just very different from what I expected.
No. Yeah, what did you expect?
I was expecting, like, a lot of, like, actual, like, swing mechanics.
Oh, you were thinking more Spider-Man than...
Hush, small child.
No.
Doggo.
Yeah. Although, he's actually a very sweet dog. Just, gets a little aggressive sometimes.
You know, small dog hears noise, goes nuts.
Yeah, well, because small dogs don't understand that they can die very easily.
I guess.
I mean,
yes.
like, because they're small and they're not very strong, but they don't know that because they're protected from everything because they're small.
I guess that's fair.
Pew!
Yeah, that is like a direct line. That's really cool.
It's really, really fun to control, and I know that, like, you haven't shown a whole lot of interest in it, but I think if I get you to play for a second, you're gonna be hooked.
I truly believe it is a good game. Don't get me wrong. It looks like a really fun puzzle game.
Oh, absolutely. It's like puzzle and skill. But I also know that platforming isn't 100% your thing.
I like platforming sections. I really do, and I do enjoy like platformers.
Yeah.
I just, Oh. Okay.
The whip. Boom.
Interesting.
I love it though. It's a fun, like, one of my favorite things in games is like acrobatics, stuff in the air, stuff like that. So games like this, Prototype. I loved Prototype just because the way you flip around.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's because I got my start gaming with, like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Dying if you were to continue.
Yeah, exactly. I got my start gaming with, like, the earlier Spider-Man games for, like, the original Xbox.
Oh, like Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, that's really where a lot of my gaming began. So I think I just sort of held on to that, you know?
Right, it just sort of became part of it.
I don't think I did this right.
I think you're dead right now.
Yeah.
I think you let go a little early.
I think I did too. Where am I?
In the air.
Oh. Okay. So, like, flipping around and all this stuff that happened in... I'm going to say Spider-Man 2 more than Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 1 was too much of a movie game.
It's fair. I actually only owned one Spider-Man game, and that was not Spider-Man 1. I think it was just called Spider-Man for the PC. It was really interesting.
Oh, here's where things get interesting.
Second grapple.
Second grapple. What was it like?
Like, it was this very like checkpoint based sort of game with like a bunch of different small missions and webbing that you can light on fire and stuff like. You can get webbing to lit on fire and stuff like that. I don't know. See if I can find it.
Yeah, you should, because that sounds really interesting.
It was. It was not a bad game.
No. I can't point to many of the Spider-Man games and be like, these are terrible.
The new ones?
Actually, I haven't played them, so I can't.
I guess that's fair.
But, I mean, from what I can tell, they're very similar. But, I mean, I guess I don't know a whole lot. The only part I specifically remember from Spider-Man 2 is you go against Mysterio.
Mysterio!
Yeah, and, like, they set him up to be this huge, crazy boss villain, and then you just go over there and you punch him once, and he's like, "No, stop it!"
Really?
It's so freaking funny. Like, the early Spider-Man movie games weren't really movie games. They didn't focus on the movie
Also,
stuff
a nice
at all.
bandage on your finger.
Is that? Oh my god, I've never noticed that. I've always paid attention to the back of the hand and not the fingers. Whoa, what is that? That's nothing going on. But anyway, completely unrelated. We are out of time for this video, and we'll start this again in just a little bit for us, and tomorrow for you, maybe, or who knows.
Yeah.
Stop me, Jason.
Should I just bye everyone?
See ya.